What's up, fight fans? You are back on the Other Side podcast. Today we pick back up where we left off with the young assassin. So grab your mouthpiece and your water bottle. Here's round two with Melvin Guillard. How's it going, Melvin?
Hey, what's up, my dude? I'm good, man.
Good, good. How's your day been?
Pretty good. Shit, been up since 4 a.m. Work at 5, and just been killing it, man. I'm doing the pipe fitting and welding now for Simbel, a company out
Nice.
here. So it's been pretty good, man. The irony of that is fighting was always my childhood dream, my
Hmm.
first one anyway. But as a kid, my dad was a contractor, carpenter. So I always had to learn how to weld. And that's
Hmm.
kind of how I fell into this. You know what I mean?
Nice.
The weirdest part of it is it was almost like, you ever seen the movie Coming to America?
Oh yeah.
So, all right, so he was a prince. So when he went and he was sweeping and mopping floors. Well, that's how I started at this place. I was sweeping floors, like sweeping up the 3 big ass shops and cleaning up outside and burning trash. I did that for 3 months. And then the owner um was like, hey man, of course they found out who I was. I never really said anything. But once they found out, it's just kind of spread like wildfire around the company. And the owner came to me and asked me if I wanted to make some real money. I said, well, yeah, because shit, within the next year or so, I'm gonna be retiring from fighting, and
Hmm.
I want to have a chance to make similar money. I know I'm not gonna make that kind of money, but
Hmm.
something, you know what I mean? Like it's been hard because punching a clock and answering to somebody when I've been my own boss my whole life since I was 14. It's a little challenging, but to be
Yeah,
a leader, a great leader, you gotta know how to follow. So I got no problem with it,
definitely.
you know what I'm saying? And I'm learning things crazy fast at this place.
I love that, man. That sounds great. Last week when we spoke, we finished up. We had just kind of got done talking about the end of your UFC career. Talked about going into Bellator World Series of Fighting. I wanted to talk about one of your World Series of Fighting matches, specifically the fight with Justin Gaethje. Um, how did you view him as an opponent going in? Everybody knew he was a wild man. Take one to give one. And deep down, you think he won that fight?
Well, I'll start with this. Just like me and Cowboy were teammates, me and Gaethje was teammates. We were good. We still good friends. I trained with him out of grudge with Coach Jake and Trevor Whitman for I'm gonna say 8, 9 years. So and then we were day-to-day sparring partners. Me, him, Brandon Gertz. I actually ended up fighting Gertz in Bellator. So like I always say when I tell people I've had so many fights, I've fought a lot of friends. I wasn't lying when I said that. I'm talking about
Right.
guys I break bread with, hang out with, go over to the house, play with their kids. You know what I mean? So I knew coming into that fight how tough Gaethje was because shit, we sparred every day. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about we went at it. Um,
Hmm.
do I think he won the fight? Yeah, I think he won the fight. I mean, shit, I ended up going to my after party in a wheelchair because I couldn't walk after that fight. Um, and I felt like he done a little bit more. He done more damage to me than I did to
Hmm.
him. And as a fighter in the fight game, like that's how you accept defeat. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
I couldn't walk after, and I mean, I was banged up. I know I
Hmm.
banged him a little bit, but I don't really think I got to bang him up as much as he had me. But he had me fucked up after that fight. And if I was white or light skinned, I would have been black and blue, and you would have saw it. It was that bad.
Right.
Um, he had a great game. He had a great game plan coming into the fight. And what people don't realize about fighting, is strategy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't train to fight a fighter. I train to be prepared for anything because
Hmm.
if I watch video on a guy, that's one fight. There's not a fight ever that's ever the same. I mean, I have over 200 fights. None of my
Hmm.
fights are nowhere near the same. I mean, other than I got a lot of knockouts, but it still plays out differently.
Hmm.
Everybody, uh, everybody you fight, they're gonna train to attack your strengths. So me, I've always been the person like try to throw a little monkey wrench in there, try to do something different that they're not expecting. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't like to follow the recipe. I like to be off menu. I like to do shit very unorthodox. You know what I mean? That's how I've always been. So I was kind of fighting Gaethje but I was kind of making it up as I go. I was creating my moment. You know what I mean? I was basically, I was just, it wasn't even scripted. I was just trying to get in there, get the knockout, of course, get the
Mm-hmm.
W too, of course. But I didn't expect to take as much damage as I was taking, trying to get things done that I wanted to do. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why, in my heart and in my soul, I can say Gaethje won that fight, because I've never really been in too many fights where I didn't know what my next move was. I always knew 3, 4 steps, strikes ahead what I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
do. Well, when I was standing in front of Gaethje, one, I was just trying not to get kicked in the lower part of my calf, because he kept low kicking
Mm-hmm.
me in the calf. It wasn't the high part of my leg; it was the very low, like my
Mm-hmm.
calf muscle and my ankle. And I mean,
Yeah.
literally, like I said, if I was white or any kind of light skin other than what I am, you would have saw the black and blue. I mean, purple fucking bruises on my leg. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm okay with admitting to defeat when somebody actually really defeats me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I haven't really had many questionable calls throughout my career where I was upset because I felt like I was wronged and that they gave a fight to that person because of this so and so. But in this situation, he was definitely the better man. He's a warrior like me, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
I respect a lot of these fighters. I respect a lot of guys. I respect you just for getting in there, but I have a certain and a big difference style of respect for the guys that actually go in and actually get it done and fight. Like they're not
Mm-hmm.
trying to duck nobody. They're not trying to well,
Point fight.
I don't want to fight this guy. You know what I mean? A lot of guys do that and they manage their careers like that. And those are the guys that for some reason they might fall into a title shot. I never got one in the UFC. You know what I mean? I was on a 7 fight win streak and didn't get one. So I have nothing to feel bad about by not having a UFC title under my belt, because I was never given the opportunity. But guys
Mm-hmm.
like Gaethje, when he got to the UFC, and it was after World Series, I mean, look at him. I mean, shit, he's still fighting, he's still doing his thing. And I'm a part of that ride still, because I was his training partner for a lot of years, and I
Mm-hmm.
know him. I know everything about him. He's a great person, great guy, and that motherfucker loves to fight. Like me, I love to fight. When somebody say, "Hey,
Right.
oh, I like to fight," that tells me right there that you shouldn't be doing this. The words out of your mouth should be, "I fucking love this shit." Like I
Mm-hmm.
love what I do. I love hand to hand combat. I love getting in there and showing another man that I'm the dominant. You know what I mean? So that's just how I've been since I was a kid.
Gotcha. How did you get into bare knuckle?
Oh, dude, I was doing bare knuckle overseas in the UK. I'm gonna say right when I left the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
I had done a few backyard underground things before. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've done quite a few of those, and
Mm-hmm.
I was good friends with Kimbo, um, real good friends with Dada. And when I was living down in Miami, just under aliases and stuff like that. Never while I was in the UFC, because I was just busy preparing for my next one. You know what I mean? In the
Right.
UFC, the one thing I was fortunate and blessed with was that Dana and them knew when they call me, I'm coming. I want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I mean, when I fought Cowboy, I had just fought 2 weeks before that, and literally doubled back just to go fight Cowboy, because
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 guys didn't want to take the fight. They literally backed out. So, like I said, there's only a handful of us that are just lions. We're fucking just
Mm-hmm.
we're that the it factor, and then you got a
Right.
bunch of them that's just pack runners. They just run in the pack. They have nothing about them that stands out. Yeah, I got my blonde hair and all that, but I got that because Kevin Randleman and basically inherited it to me. He's my idol. He's how I started. You know what I'm
Love that
saying?
guy.
And when I was fortunate and blessed to actually meet him when I fought Joe Daddy Stevenson, and we became real good friends. He was actually my mentor after that, and
Awesome.
like I still miss him. I miss him every day. You know what I mean? But there's only a handful of us, man. Even still, right now, the fight game is so oversaturated. It's freaking ridiculous. It pisses me off because I can't just go walk up on the Saints football team or the Denver Broncos and say, "Hey, I'm gonna play
Mm-hmm.
football," and they just gonna allow it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you got to earn that shit. One thing I know about the fight game, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, MMA, bare knuckle. Anybody can just go and sign up and say, hey, I want to do this. You win,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you might fight a couple of tomato cans and boom, next thing you know, you got World Series knocking at your door, giving you a contract. It won't be a big contract, but they'll give you one. Or
Mm-hmm.
UFC, I mean, shit, back in '05 when I was Ultimate Fighter, you know, when me, Rashad, and Joe Daddy and all of us came through and Josh Berkman, man, you had to have like a track record to even
Mm-hmm.
be acknowledged.
Yeah.
Like I told you in our last interview, you know, when they called me, I thought it was a freaking prank, but I had 60 some more fights already. You see what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
And it's an MMA. So they don't make them like us, man. Like the Matt Hugheses, the Randy Couture's, you know, those are the guys that I came up admiring.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Anderson Silva came into the UFC and fought
Chris
Chris
Lieben.
Lieben. Well,
Mm-hmm.
me and Chris Lieben was under the same contract as far as management. Chris one of my good friends. But I knew Chris wasn't gonna beat Anderson. Nobody in America knew about Anderson Silva even beating Pele in Brazil
Mm-hmm.
in a shooter box. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how into the game I am as far as the MMA and the no holds bar. That's back when it was
Mm-hmm.
like no rules. My
Yep.
first 6 professional MMA fights were no holds bar. They were no rules. I was only 16.
Man.
So
Man.
that's the kind of kid where I stand apart. So when people are like, oh, well, he lost his last 14, blah, blah, blah. He lost 14 in a row. Who gives a fuck? You know, let's talk about what I did leading up to that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about me being 46 and 0 as an amateur. Going into my professional career, I'm 22 and 0 when I lost my first pro fight at the number 23 to freaking Carlo Prater. And the reason I lost that fight, no bullshit, and I was psyched out was because he had Eve that was in his corner, and I was a big fan of Eve, which I still am. He's like a big brother to me now,
Mm-hmm.
and I have nothing but respect for him. But like that's when I got my first dose of psychological warfare. Like I've psyched myself out. I lost that fight before I even got in the ring, all because of who was in his corner.
Right.
So
Right.
when people so quick to judge us as fighters and want to, oh well, he got his ass kicked. If you don't understand the nature of just being a human, you know what I mean? It's like
Mm-hmm.
if somebody pull a gun on you, you freaking trimming, you shaking in your boots. Not me. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm about to snatch that gun out of his hand. Like that's the way my
Right.
mind works. It's either kill, like for
You
real, it's
shouldn't have
either
done
kill or be
that.
killed, right? I mean, it's a savage. Look at the world we in today. It's a savage of a world, bro. There's chaos
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. There's bad shit happening to people. You know what? I'm prepared for all that. Even after fighting, even with my retirement, I am so ready for something crazy to happen, close enough to me to where I can do something about it. That's the way I think. That's the way I'm serious. Because let me
I
tell you
get
something.
you.
The moment you the moment you start thinking that nothing can happen to you, that
Mm-hmm.
you're completely safe, then guess what? As soon as something does go wrong, it only take a half a second for something to go terribly wrong. And when it
Yeah.
goes wrong, it's wrong. And then guess what? You either live, just tell the story, and hopefully be able to survive it, or you just flat out fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? Me, if I'm gonna die, at least give me a freaking awesome death. That's how I feel
Yeah.
about it. I don't want to
Yeah.
die no boring ass death in my sleep. Like I
Running
wanna,
away.
I wanna go out. Like I said when I knocked out this kid in my last fight in 24 seconds, I want to go out the way I came in. I've been a freaking brash little like 100-mile-an-hour kid my whole life. Like my mom, I mean, literally, like her telling me I couldn't go outside was the worst. But playing my video games, and she'll let me do that. I hated being inside.
I got you, man. uh, Take me back across the pond to Coventry, England. Your first pro, I guess, first registered on the internet pro, first bare knuckle fight against Dan Breeze. Did you
Right.
feel anything different going into that fight? Mentally because it was bare knuckle, and how did that fight play out for you?
Well, I mean, one, I'm a foreigner in a foreign land, so
Hmm.
I already expect everything to go against me. I know
Right.
the crowd is going to be for him because he's from there.
Yep.
Actually he's Irish, but closer than being American. So I got that against me. I got
Hmm.
the idea that okay, bare knuckle. I'm not new to it, but I got to make some adjustments. You know what I mean? He was heavy. When I saw him, like, when I just looked at the guy, he had the dad bod, you know, he's real soft in the gut. So I'm thinking to myself, I know I'm in better shape than this guy. I know that I'm about to run circles around this guy. Because what people didn't know, they didn't know, now I'm gonna tell them, I'm not just a fighter. I'm an athlete. Like, I can do any sport. I can play any
Mhm.
sport. If I don't know how to play it, I will learn it. That's the golf. I am a 8 handicap in golf. You know what I'm saying? I love
Nice.
golf, but I didn't find it as a kid. I found it later in life with Doc Tripp, my judo coach. Well, anyways, with Dan Breeze, I just took a look at the guy and was like, there's no way I'm losing to this fucking out of shape piece of shit looking dude. No way. You know what I'm saying? And when I got in there, I'm like I said, I'm in an unfamiliar territory, way across the pond. I have to send a message.
Mhm.
And for me to come back and be a part of this organization, I gotta send a very strong message. Because everybody knew
Yeah.
me from the UFC, but everybody felt like, oh, it's bare knuckle.
Mhm.
Well, for the uneducated fight fans who just wanna root at the TV and drink beer and talk shit, you know, MMA, MMA is so much harder and more dangerous because of all the different things you have to worry about. Getting
Yep.
kicked, getting fucking punched, getting submitted, getting tossed on
Strangled.
your head with some judo. You know what I'm saying? Getting choked
Yeah.
out unconscious and start twitching like a fucking
Heel
dumbass.
hooks.
Like, so much. But because bare knuckle, it bears cuts very fast, which MMA does too. I mean, shit, I busted a lot of people with elbows and knees. So you know, it's combat, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And my whole outlook and view of combat fighting was always kill or be killed. Like the gladiators and the Romans and, like, you know, shit like if I was to exist in that time frame, I would have been a fucking killer. Like, straight up. I would have been a straight
Genghis
killer. I'm
Khan.
talking about, yes, you got to, because that was the savages were the ones who survived and were
Mhm.
able to, like, plant their seeds and have, you know, descendants of their people today.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because had your ancestors not been tough and whatever it is, your ass wouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
So why are you here trying to do a job that you're not equipped for? So a lot of these guys go sit behind a desk, go to a computer. They probably smart geniuses. I mean, shit. Nowadays, it's the smart geniuses that's getting all the hot ass anyway. Because most women wants to be comfortable. They want a guy that's gonna, like, take care of them. I mean, that's the way of the world right now, bro. Come on, am I lying?
Mhm. No, Serena
So
Williams and
so
her husband.
exactly. So you don't belong in the cage or ring. Stay in your lane. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
Because the more people get into the sport of combat fighting, whether it's bare knuckle, MMA, kickboxing, doesn't matter. They got this new shit, dirty boxing, anything with striking involved.
Mhm.
If you're not born to do that, then stay away from it. I don't want to hear,
Yeah.
well, I was taught, I was trained, I was taught how to do this. Man, I've been a fucking fighter since the day I was born. Like,
Mhm.
literally a few days after I was born, my dad was holding me up, like, just, you know, he was happy, you know, because I'm little Melvin. So
Mhm.
holding me up, the ceiling fan's on, right? And my dad picks me up and he stretches his arms out, and bam, I get hit in the head by the ceiling fan. I'm
Oh
just born a few days.
no.
I'm no, little, no, real shit. I'm born a few days ago, and I'm back in the hospital fighting for my life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
people don't get that shit. You know, everybody just think, oh, Melvin Guillard, Melvin sucks, or Melvin Guillard, man, he's the shit. Let me tell you something. How I view things. You gonna love me? You gonna fucking hate me? Which I don't give a fuck. Or you gonna be the one in the middle? It's like a vagina with the clit. You're gonna be the one in the middle that gets tickled. Oh, you cool with me now, but if I lose you some money because you bet on me, now it's fucking me. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I just learned in my career and in my life, I accept everybody at face value. It don't matter. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me, but I promise you one thing: you're gonna fucking respect me because I'm gonna
Right.
take my respect. And what that means is I'm already giving you mine. I'm like, boom, right now, like you. I'm already giving you
Mhm.
my respect. So the moment you be disrespectful, I have every right to fuck you up and do whatever I do as I please, right?
Mhm.
But in today's world, if you do that, I've seen, bro. I've been called on by people that call the cops on me for, like, just raising my voice. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad. And I'm talking
Right.
about the toughest gangsters, the hood, they got the pants sagging, toting their little firearms. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I go, I'm gonna go. We all live so that we die. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, if you living in fear, if you fighting in fear, then why the fuck are you doing it?
Hmm.
Because
Exactly.
if you're scared, they say if you're scared, go to church. That's a true fucking statement. Just go to church, bro. Go, you know what I'm saying? Go get on your knees in church and pray to whatever God you believe in and ask him to help you, guide you to something that you're great at. I'm great at this shit. I'm
Hmm.
great at it. I don't give a fuck what people say about how many fights I've lost. Nobody talks about how many fights I've won in
Hmm.
4 different sports. I've
Right.
across the board in the last 28 plus years, including high school wrestling, including judo, I have competed in more than 6 different martial arts. I would say, would you call it martial arts? I guess you feel me.
Hmm.
So who the fuck else doing that? Like some of the world champions ain't doing that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like it's almost like when people do those triathlon shit, like Diaz and them do. You're gonna swim a few miles, you're gonna come back, you're gonna run, then you're gonna bike. Well, I did that
Hmm.
same shit, but just in the fighting aspect.
That was just summertime growing up when I was a kid. Half the day at the creek,
Man, look,
getting
man,
there on the bike and
I
running
am a modern day warrior.
around.
Huh. I am a
Gotcha.
modern day warrior, and I fucking proud of it. I am a black samurai, bro. Like nobody's gonna tell me what I can accomplish and what I can't accomplish because the people that did
Nice.
that when I was growing up, that's why I've always proved them wrong. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it doesn't matter what you feel about me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, some of these motherfuckers don't even like their own kids. You know what I mean? They probably got some little shit
Truth.
bastard ass kid that they
Yeah.
can't even control because instead of being a parent, they want to be their friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I can give you a whole rundown about that, but I'm gonna stay out of that lane because that's not my lane.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I don't have kids. I'm just saying I don't have any kids, so I'm gonna stick to my lane. But if I had
There you go.
kids, you know what I'm saying? And if
Old
I did,
school.
if I do have, if I have kids right now, I don't want boys. I want girls. Man, the little girls are kicking boys' asses nowadays. The little girls are the tough ones. Boys are
Yeah.
just so I can't even say the word because I might offend some people because that's the way
I
the
know
world works.
exactly
But
what you mean. You don't even have to try to say
they're just
it.
not men. They're not men. You know what I'm saying? They're never gonna be a man. They just gonna be what they are. They're gonna identify as whatever the fuck that is.
Check this out,
Period.
Melvin. My youngest daughter's middle name is Gracie.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Well,
Yeah,
my middle
and
name is Paul.
it's because of them.
That's what's up, man. Well, hey, then she have something. Then she have something about her that's going to give her some personality, and that's going to give her a
Yep.
backbone to where she just that name. If she knows where it comes from, guess what?
Hmm.
If she's the type of kid that
She
I
has
think
to
she
wear it.
is, she's gonna see herself like, all right, I got to live up to this. Like, I can't just
Exactly.
not be what I'm supposed
Yep.
to. Like, I'm expected to do this. You know what I'm saying? Me, I didn't have
Yeah.
that. My dad was a contractor, and I love my pops. He was my best friend. But my dad, he was at every fight. My pops
Hmm.
died right before I went to the UFC.
Yeah. Man,
Every fight
that's.
before that, didn't matter where it was, that man was there. He was in the front row.
Mhm.
I got out the ring on one fight here at home, at a bar, underground, not underground, but it was a bar, and some guys was trying to punk my dad to get up out of a seat because he was sitting in the middle of the row and they had seats on both sides. I stopped fighting, bro. Got out the ring, was like, bro, what the fuck? That's my pops. Oh shit, Melvin. Man, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was the dad. You didn't have to know, motherfucker. Have some respect. Man, them dudes
Yeah.
brought my dad drinks all night.
Yeah. It shouldn't matter who he is.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's the type of stun, that's
Hmm.
the type of man that I was, even when
Yep.
I was coming into my own as a man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't say that for everybody. And I'm sorry,
Hmm.
like I'm not gonna say sorry because I hate that fucking word. I'm not apologizing for being the way I am because
Hmm.
I was built to survive the chaos of the world. And right
Yeah.
now, there's so much chaos. And I believe in control chaos. Chaos
Hmm.
without control is the fucking death sentence. Like you're
Yeah.
stupid enough to run right into some shit and you know you're gonna die because you about to
Hmm.
do something stupid. Me, I'm
Yeah.
an intelligent, chaotic motherfucker. Like I'm gonna have some chaos, but I'm gonna think it through while I'm going to it. But instead of running, I'm gonna take my time and slow down. I might even fucking slow walk that shit. But when I get to it, it's all over.
Hmm. Yeah. Your two fights with Jimmy Sweeney. I could ask 100 questions about those two fights, but I thought maybe it would be easier to just ask you simply what went right, what went wrong, and what are your thoughts on Jimmy?
Well, now we're good friends, but it definitely took some bonding. And
Sure.
getting in there fighting with somebody and bleeding with him, that was our bonding. You know what I'm saying? And when we first met, we did not like each other. We hated each other. He had all his little groupies talking shit. I'm over there literally just technically by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a one-man army. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I was over there by myself. I was picking up tournament and shit, meet people, and just, people knowing me from the UFC was perfect because I go over there and people wanted to help me. People wanted to work with me. Well, when I got there, it was hostile. And when I went the day of weigh-ins, he had his big throne. He's king, so he had his throne, big ass red throne. And there's a picture surfacing somewhere out there where I stood up in his seat, and I stood up and I hit him with a Rick James. I'm like, "Fuck your couch, nigga!" And I just put my feet all over that shit. And he came in as I was doing it, and it damn near sparked a riot. And he had a whole bunch of people. I'm by myself. I'm like, "What's up?" And I'm charging at him like, what we doing? We doing this the day early? So I don't give a fuck. I'm not backing down from shit. Well, it trickled onto the street. Now I'm yelling across the street like, "Fuck you, bitch!" I'll fucking tell you love me. All that. It's all over the internet. And it's part of psychological warfare, though, man. Like, look, you see me from America by myself. I even told him I'm American, bitch. Like, you know who your superior is. I'm playing the whole country role. You know what I'm saying? Nobody fucks with America. I don't care what you say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we are a strong nation, even though we all got a lot of crazy shit going on. Nobody fucking with us. Period. You know what I'm saying? China and them still ain't pulled the trigger yet. They know what's up. Like, but people don't understand that, bro. Like, I come from a military family at that. But with Sweeney, it started there. Then for some strange reason, I don't know if they was tracking me or fucking what. I don't know what the fuck. But we went to get some food. And here they come, and they coming in again. I'm sitting right by the walkway, and he walking by, bro. He walking right by me, and I'm like, "What the fuck you looking at, bitch? Like, what's up?" And I'm getting up again. We're in a restaurant, bro, and I'm like, I'm at him again. Well, one of his posse at the time, he grabs he grabs something. They had pints. These motherfuckers drank in the middle of the day, right? So they got them big ass pint glasses. Them bitches are thick. So I grabbed the butter knife off the table. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I train military knife fighting with my military friends, even if I'm not military. Right? Nobody knows that. They just know I'm from the UFC. Nobody know how deep it goes with me. Like, when I wanted to be a weapon, growing up watching the Steven Seagals, you know what I'm saying, and the Mike, what's the guy, Michael something, Michael John White, watching all these guys are real fucking certified killers, basically. They're real martial artists. I'm a martial artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in doing some meditating and, more manifestation for me. You know what I mean? I'm not so traditional to the fact where I want to meditate 3-4 times a day. That's like me being Muslim and I got to pray X amount of times a day. That's probably why I didn't become Muslim while I was in prison. Anyways, like, I want to do things my way. But when you challenge me, I'm not backing up. I'm not taking not even a half a step backwards. I'm coming forward because I want to be in your face. It's either you gonna knock me out or I'm gonna knock you out. That's the way it goes. Like, tell me what great champion other than Floyd Mayweather has been undefeated their whole career. The Ernesto Hooses, the Peter Arts, the Remy Bojowskis, who else? The Michael McDonald's. I'm naming people that a lot of these people don't even know who the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
on the show. Love that guy.
Legends of the fucking game. You know what I mean? Like, guys that are just certified killers. Guess what? Well, I'm an OG now, so I'm a certified killer too. I'm just like they are. You know what I'm saying? I did my career. I came up grimy, came up fucking gangster with it. And guess what? Now I got young guys looking up to me saying, "Man, I remember watching you fight when I was in elementary school." Sounds weird as fuck to me. You know what I mean? I forget that I'm 42 because, one, I don't have kids. Two, I've been doing this shit since I was 14. So it's weird when people come up to me and be like, "Man, I was just in grade school." Some of these kids, they were fucking newborn babies when I was kicking ass on TV. So, I embraced it now. I didn't accept it at first. I had a hard time with it, But with Sweeney, man, like the fight it was real. That shit was real. People always asking, well, anybody ever staged that shit? Man, look, this ain't WWE, bro. This
Right.
shit's real. Like, we're not reading from a script. We're not jumping off no top of the cage. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers is gonna lay there and let you jump on. This is real, bro. We throwing real punches. We trying to fucking hurt each other. You know what I'm saying? So after the first fight, you know what I'm saying, we got real cool after that. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to go through it to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done had incidents with blood homies growing up, you know, right here in my neighborhood where shit, we boys, but shit, we gotta fight. Before we can be cool again, we gonna fight. I call it the scrap and dap. We gonna scrap and dap, or we gonna scrap and not fuck with each other. I don't give a fuck because I don't need you as a friend. I'm gonna be me. When I wake up tomorrow and look in the mirror, guess what? Still gonna be Melvin Guillard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might have an identity problem. Some guys have a real bad identity crisis. Like, they don't know what they want to be or who they want to be. When I die and come back in my next lifetime, if I'm not a black dolphin chasing mackerel, I want to be Melvin Guillard again. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying,
That's
bro.
awesome, Melvin. I love that, dude.
You know me? Real talk. Real
That's
talk,
one of
bro.
the best quotes ever.
Who can fucking say, literally, who can really say, how many people on this God-given earth can say the life that they thought of and manifested as a child, as a 10-year-old kid in elementary school in 3rd grade, who can honestly say that they did exactly what they said they were going to do, how they was going to do it? I didn't know how I was going to go while going through it, but I made it work. And I never got off center. I always stayed center, and I always kept pushing forward. No matter how hard shit got, I always push forward. Like, if I'm not gonna go around you. I'm not gonna try to go under you and dig. I'm not gonna try to jump over you. I'm gonna fucking run right through you. That's what life is, man. Life is not fucking honeymoon suites and pieces and cream and it's always sunny. No, man, there's rain, there's storms, there's Hurricane Katrina, there's all that bullshit that you're gonna go through. That's chaos, right?
Yeah.
How do you survive chaos? You have to be ready for it. That's life, man. And me, that's the fight game. I'm always ready and prepared to go fucking fight. I tell people, if I stay ready, I never got to get ready. Now, being ready physically, getting in shape, that's a different thing. But what I'm talking about is the mindset, the mental part. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if I'm so out of shape that fuck me. You know, that kind of out of shape. Like, you breathing heavy, everything feel heavy. You can't pick your hands up. Guess what? I'm still gonna, in my mind, tell myself and believe in it that I'm about to kick this motherfucker's ass. I don't care. I know I'm out of shape. He don't know that until probably after about 2 or 3 rounds go by. But when we get out the gate, when the first bell rings, man, look, I'm trying to get that shit over real quick because I know I'm not gonna survive fucking 4 5 rounds. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta get it done early. Guess what? There's been a lot of fights where I done clip motherfuckers' wings within the first minute, 2 minutes of a fight. And guess what? Wasn't even in shape. I probably was out partying or some shit, and I just got a phone call. Hey, you want to take this fight? You goddamn right.
Right. Yeah.
I've never turned down a fight. I've never turned down a fight, and I've never fought the same person twice, other than Sweeney. Other than Sweeney, he's the only person in my entire career that I have had a fucking rematch with. And that's it. And I'm talking about over 200 fights. Think about what I'm saying. That's a lot of motherfuckers that Melvin Guillard, YA, got to just put hands on and just rape them in front of the world, and can nobody say shit. And guess what? I didn't even go to jail for it. Like, I actually got paid. That's fucking awesome. Who doesn't want that life, man? Come on, man.
Right. Exactly.
Shit. I'm still having fun in my life right now, and I'm fucking retired, bro. Look how excited I'm getting just talking about it. Like I love this shit. Like, I live for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm passionate about this shit. That's why when people watching fights at fucking at B-dubs or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like, I got friends and I know people, and I got people that I'm a fan of a lot of fighters right now. And guess what? I know what those guys and girls went through to get to that TV. I know what it took for them to be at that level. You know what I'm saying? They're not fighting on some small show in fucking town, a small town where everybody fights the same person. No, they fighting international people that's away from across the fucking world. It's coming over here to kick their ass. Like, I know what that does to people mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there. You can't sit there and talk shit when you sitting there drinking a fucking beer at fucking 2 o'clock in the day and you already drunk and you just gonna be so disrespectful. And like I don't even go to fucking bars no more to watch fights. I don't go to fucking B-dubs and none of that. Because the minute I hear somebody say something out of line, I'm gonna say something.
Right.
I'm gonna
I
say
get
something.
it.
I'm not gonna not say something. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So that's just what it
Absolutely.
is. That's how it was for me in London. You know what I'm saying? So when we double back and go to the second fight, you know, I'm still on track. We go back to the second fight. Like now, we cool, but we gotta put that aside. We were enemies, we were mortal enemies. Now we cool, you know what I'm saying? He's my one fucking European friend, dog. Like he's about to fight coming up real soon. Like I love watching the fight. He's already speaking retirement, and I can tell he's ready to hang it up. But you know what? He's had an amazing career, bro. He really is the king of the ring when it comes to bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude can fight, bro, and he can dish it and he can fucking take it, just like Gaethje. Like those two just off my head, and Nate, those guys, those three guys that I just named, Nate, Sweeney, Cowboy, they are some of the toughest motherfuckers I've ever been around. Like Gaethje too, so it's four. That's four of them, and no matter the win-loss ratio, all of us have a high win percentage. You know what I'm saying? We all have a high win percentage. Shit, all of them got a little bit of their percentage off my black ass. It's all good. I contribute. Hey, no matter how I look at it, win, lose, or draw, I contribute to their success. Period.
Yeah.
And they contribute to mine. Even on a W, even on an L, even with a loss, they contribute to mine. You see what I'm saying? So it goes hand in hand. At the end of the day, we all made money. We all like adding to our stardom and our fame. So at the end of the day, we gonna stand apart from everybody else. The fucking 2 o'clock in the daytime drinkers, the fucking whatever guys that never go to a gym, never seen the inside of a gym, and even the guys that go to the gym, do a fucking rep and then take a fucking selfie and post it. That I actually want to do that now that I'm retired. I want to go to the gym, just work out regular, and fucking take a selfie. I swear I'm gonna do it next week. I'm gonna take a selfie.
I'll share it everywhere.
Bro, I'm gonna tag you in it. I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna be like, hey, today is my day that I become a normal person in the gym. I'm gonna take a picture, boom, and look. I swear on everything, bro. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna do one set of rep, and I'm gonna get up and snap that bitch. I'm gonna be fly as fuck too. Watch my outfit gonna match everything.
I believe you, man. Let's talk about the Brady fight for a minute. You won by KO in the third round. But in the first moments of that fight, he absolutely knocked the shit out of you, dude. How hurt were you, and how long did it take you to really recover? I know I was watching you. You stood up. Your face said you were okay, but your legs, the bottom half of you, were disagreeing.
You saw me wobble into the rope, and I kind of leaned on the rope. All right, well, what really saved me was you get a standing 20 count and burn up.
Yeah.
It wasn't an 8 count. You get 20. All right, so that's one. That's what saved me. 2, here I am again overseas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was hyping Brady up, and that's my boy too now. He's actually bringing people around on fucking mega yachts now. The man doing his thing.
Wow.
Well, he cracked me because one, my fucking chin was up. I was leaning, I was reaching in, you know, heavy on my front leg, which I'm not supposed to do. Well, the intelligence that I have in the ring in the heat of the moment is what always set me apart from every fucking body, even other fighters. When he cracked me, I knew he got me. I say, fuck. Now I'm on wobble legs. I got a 20 count, so I got to make it count. On top of that, now I'm down on the scorecard and I'm in unfamiliar territory again. I am losing this fight. Now I cannot go to a decision. If I go to a decision, I am going to take another L over here in London. You know what I'm saying? You get it? London, L. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not an LL. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not an LL. I'm a male. You know what I'm saying? You feeling me? All right. Look, when he got me, I said, fuck. Now the second time, now if you notice in that fight, I slipped. The second time, he didn't. I swear on everything. He did not touch me. He didn't catch me. I fucking went to hit him. I slipped. I went down. But as I was swinging, he was swinging. It looked like he caught me. He didn't even touch me. Well, the ref started fucking counting again. I'm like, oh, fuck, you gotta be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, now this shit's a setup. Now they want me to lose. Now it's me against the world all over again. in that moment when I already started the fight with me against the world. Now
Mm-hmm.
the world is kicking my ass. Now I gotta kick the world ass 2 times over because now I done got a standing 20 count twice.
Yep.
Right? This is where you gotta bite down on your mouthpiece and fucking go take your respect. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, I am a fighter, I'm a warrior, I am a taker. I take what the fuck I want in this world. If you ain't taking what you want, your ass sitting here waiting on the mailman and whatever, government assistance, that's your business. I'm not that guy. Well,
Right.
I gotta go get it. Man, as soon as I went to the corner, my cornerman was talking to me. I said, I got you. I know what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And then I let them talk. Then I let them, get me right. Man, I got up off that stool and I knew in my mind and heart, I gotta knock this motherfucker. I got 2 minutes. It's only 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes
Mm-hmm.
to destroy this dude. Well, I got up from him catching me that first time. Second time was a slip. But I'm talking about that first time, he caught me real good. He caught me right on the chin. The average guy, the average fighter today, they would have got knocked out by that shit. They would have been somebody's highlight reel. Feel me? I
Mm-hmm.
refuse to be somebody's highlight reel in that aspect that day. Man, got up off that fucking stool. I said, "Yup, I gotta go kill this motherfucker." And that's exactly what I went out to do. I wasn't trying to knock him out. I was trying to kill him because if I don't kill him and do it in a Melvin Guillard young assassin kind of way, I just survived another fight that I should have
Mm-hmm.
lost. That's what people gonna say, right? I won, but everybody gonna say, "Oh yeah, but he got knocked down twice." Not knowing the second time was a slip, but no way. Hey, perception is everything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So in my mind, I gotta kill this motherfucker. And
Yeah.
that's what I was out for blood, bro. I was embarrassed because I was like, bro, these fucking European guys, they they don't even really
What's
have
going on?
no, they don't even really have a track record of champion boxers for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They got a few MMA guys now, you know, but shit, it was a long wait for them to start getting that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're back against the wall and you ain't got no way out, what the fuck do you do? I'm not gonna dig
Mm-hmm.
under. I'm not gonna dig under the ring. I'm not gonna jump the fucking rope. I'm gonna run right through you, and that's what I
Yeah.
went on and did. I had to go run through.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. It was an
that's the
awesome
mark.
finish.
That's to me, that's the mark of a champion. That's
Mm-hmm.
when you got that no quit attitude. I've never quit nothing in my life. Can you think about what I'm saying? I've never quit nothing. I've never even quit a relationship. Never. I've never quit on shit. If I started, I'm gonna finish it. Right?
Nice. Yeah.
So what is that like that right there should scare you. That should make you so fucking afraid of me. Like, damn, no matter what I do to this little young black dude, he's gonna just keep coming. You goddamn right, I'm gonna keep coming. You know what I'm saying? Your
Right.
mom and grandma standing in my way trying to defend you. I'm gonna run over their ass too. I don't care. Hey, hey, casualties of war. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't even be trying to save your
Right.
ass. Fuck. Shit.
You make your bare knuckle fighting championship debut in 2019 against what I believe is an old friend from Jackson Wink, Isaac Valley Flag. Was it
Yep.
was that difficult making a debut for an organization against a friend? I guess on top of the added pressure of a new organization, was it hard fighting a friend? And then what
No.
exactly happened to your hand in that fight that caused the end?
All right. So first, Isaac, great friend. Man, me and my wife at the time, we lived at his house when I first came out to Jackson's
Wow.
from Oklahoma. Yeah, slept at his house in his front room. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On a like a sofa bed, like a futon for months. Me and my wife and my dogs. You know what I'm saying? Accepted me with open arms. Well, again, training partner, sparring partner, me, him, cowboy, all the lightweights. You know what I'm saying? Welterweights, whatever. Well, when I fought him in World Series, what people got to understand too, and put this in perspective. When I left the UFC was my childhood dream. It wasn't
Hmm.
my dream to be a MMA fighter. It was my dream to be a UFC fighter. That
Hmm.
was my goal. That was the goal I accomplished. Being a MMA fighter, being a kickboxer, being a boxer, being a bare knuckle fighter, that was all just added shit that I wanted to just add to my resume because I'm a fighter. My dream, I repeat, was to fight in the UFC. I did that.
Right.
Well, when I got cut loose from the UFC, it was because Joe Silva at the time, the matchmaker, little fuck, he was upset because I'm kicking Ross Pearson's ass. They give me a disqualification for an illegal blow, which it wasn't illegal at the time because his hands wasn't on the mat. But we're not going to argue that. Right now, that rule is in place because of me. Well, guys can't just play pity pat like truth or dare with their fucking fingers. If your hand is going to touch that mat, you can't get kneed. Feel me? Unless your whole palm is down. But anyways,
Right.
after that fight, I want my rematch. So I'm pissed off. I know I come all the way over there to Manchester, England, and get DQ'd by in which the referee was a Brit. You know what I'm saying? So once again, me against the fucking world, even the motherfucking third person in the ring just happens to be a Brit. How
Right.
ironic is that? You
Oh,
feel me? I was always the fucking underdog. I've been the underdog my whole life. So like that's part of my mystique, you know, and that's what makes me so fucking great because
mhm.
I was never supposed to win. I was never supposed to accomplish shit to most people
Right.
coming from my neighborhood, being in a gang. I wasn't supposed to make it out of my neighborhood. Look at me. I'm right back in this bitch.
Hmm.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Feel me? All right. And it's a
Hmm.
whole different place now. Way better. But anyways, Isaac, I am the better fighter. I'm definitely the better athlete. And I love Isaac. He's like, that's my boy. But I wasn't in great shape for that fight. I mean, I'm fighting at middleweight. Why?
Hmm.
Because I don't want to cut weight no more. I really don't. And it's not like I was just eating crazy and just getting fatter. I was
Hmm.
working out. I was just getting bigger. But I wasn't putting in the work to cut the weight. Well, when you cutting weight, it forces you to exercise harder and train harder
Hmm.
because you have to get the weight down as well as be ready, right? Well, fighting at middleweight, you know, accidentally, that's how I fell into the fight with Israel, Asanya, right? Middleweight. That was fucking stupid. Well, I'm fighting bigger guys. Isaac's bigger. But even with us being bigger, even with me being big, like Isaac, he was still a little bit bigger than me. But Isaac has always been a heavy-handed motherfucker. Like I said, we were sparring partners. Well, I didn't have no mobility with my feet. I wasn't really bouncing. I wasn't moving. I was like a sitting target. That's not how
Hmm.
Melvin fight. But carrying that extra weight, like I felt like it's like
Hmm.
the fatigue sets in a lot faster. Like you're not as mobile. You're not moving as fluent as my like that's my style. Like my
Hmm.
feet, my movement was what created my style. You know what I mean? That's how I became who I was. Well, I didn't do any of that. Well, anyways, I learned real fast when his heavy-handed ass caught me, and I was like, "Fuck." And right when he got me, I knew I was hit. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew better. I trained with the dude for 7 years in Albuquerque. I knew he was a heavy handed. I knew he hit hard, but I never underestimated him. I never underestimate anybody. You get in that ring and you facing me, you gonna train even harder, and you gonna do shit. You gonna tell your kid, get the fuck out of here. I'm training because why? I gotta fight Melvin Guillard. That type of
Hmm.
shit. Like I have probably made guys get into arguments with their wives because they're like, "Woman, get the fuck out of here! I'm training. I don't want dinner." You know what I'm saying? And they're watching footage on me. That type of shit. Feel me?
Yeah.
I have made people. I have made people greater. I tell you,
Hmm.
I own that shit. I have made fighters greater
Hmm.
because they knew they were fighting. You feel me? So
Yeah.
Isaac's one of those guys, and that's a good friend of mine. And I'm not talking down on him, but there's like 10 out of 10 times, I'm supposed to win that fight. No bullshit. I am supposed to win that fight. Because when I look at the training room that we were in, me, Cowboy, Lenny Garcia, Diego Brandel, who just won his defended title the other day, congrats.
Hmm.
We were fucking all just little John Dotson, man, we were fucking
Yeah.
savages. Isaac, Isaac, with his boys next door, a little smile, just you know what I'm saying? Like when I named the guys in the room, Isaac was in there, but Isaac was just in there. Feel me?
Hmm.
But I'm not knocking my boy because you know what? He was in there with fucking tiger shark, which is me, my favorite ocean animal, other than a dolphin. He in there with sharks, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna make him greater, right?
Hmm.
Well, by the time we fought in BKFC, fuck, he still lives in Albuquerque. He's still in there with the Sharks. Me, I done this gym, that gym. I'm traveling around, by choice, and I don't really at that when I left Jackson's, I never really can say I had a home after that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just bouncing gym to gym, not
Right.
because I was just so fucked up that people didn't want me there. No, I was just I did my time here, and now it's time to move on. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
am now. You know, that's why I live in two places at one time. You know, I don't like sitting in one spot. I like to move around. I like to go gain experience from other experienced people, whether I gotta cross the ocean or cross a border. Like I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? Most people ain't never been nowhere. I've been fucking everywhere. I've been over 50 countries already. Well,
Wow.
I'm supposed to be Isaac. You know what I'm saying? I still say that right now. And it's crazy because if you look at his Facebook page, you know what I'm saying? He even hit me up and like, hey, little bro, I hope you don't be mad about my page, my picture from my page. I'm like, nah, what are you talking about? So he showed it to me. It's him punching the shit out of me. Boom. Like how fucking Crawford did to fucking
Canelo.
Canelo. All right, but my face didn't go, oh shit. I didn't do all that. But he cracked the shit out of me. And when he cracked me, he got me. Well, that's his screen, that's his cover page, that's his page still there right now. And you know what? Like I said, I make everybody greater to the point where
Mhm.
that shit happened years ago. And he still got that same fucking picture as this profile pic. You know why?
Yeah.
Because there probably isn't any other fucking great pics to where he's dropped somebody of my caliber being Melvin. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? When I go check out my boy's page and see how he's doing, I get to see him punching me in the face. I love it. Fucking love
Yeah.
it. It's good memories. I always
That's
bring back
awesome.
the flashback. Hey, bring that flashback. Yeah, man. Fuck, I accept my losses just as much as I accept my wins because I always learn from my losses, and I already knew what I did wrong going into that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wasn't ready, but fighting is my job at the time. I had no other way of making income. I wasn't fighting because of the money, but I was still wanting to fight. You know what I'm saying? And then around that fight was when I really started battling with myself. Do I really want to continue doing this? Do I, when that started happening to me, I started worrying myself personally because when you start feeling like why am I doing this anymore? It ain't fun. Then you should stop. Well,
Hmm.
I don't need the fucking whole world to tell me, man, you need to retire, man, you need to stop, you need to quit, man, you're gonna get yourself killed. Let me tell you something. What fucking gladiator went and fought in the Coliseum and decided, well, I don't know if I want to do this no more. You don't have that choice. You die in the fucking ring. You die
Hmm.
right there where you stand. It's either you live or die. But that's how I approach fighting. So if I got fucking knocked out and had a fucking aneurysm and went to shaking and foaming at the mouth in the ring, don't save me. Let me die. That's a
Right. Yeah.
warrior death. People might think I'm fucking crazy, but guess what? I went out doing what I love
Hmm.
and I have a passion for it. You know what I'm saying? Some people walk out the fucking door, going to work in the morning and get hit by a fucking 18 wheeler. Boom, life is over. Some
Yeah.
people where I'm from walk out their door, wrong time of the day, and boom, somebody just fucking busts off. A little girl was walking home from school a few days ago out in the city, and somebody gunned her down. 16-year-old kid. See what I'm saying? She
Jeez.
never even got to experience life. That's the type of shit like I pay attention to. So if I die in the ring, let me fucking die, bro. Like that's where I'm supposed to die. I
Right.
was meant to be in there. I was meant for this shit. And if it takes my life, then let it. Like, don't worry about my well-being, motherfuckers, because at the end of the day, y'all not gonna send me no motherfucking get well flowers. Y'all not gonna sit there and like people be putting that donate shit on Facebook. Y'all not gonna donate shit. All y'all gonna do is donate y'all opinion. And it don't fucking matter. Feel me? Oh,
Yeah.
no, he shouldn't even been there. He's already in his 40s. And I don't even know why he's still fighting. Bitch, Randy Couture fought till he was 45. Um, um, Chuck
Yoel Romero.
Iceman he fought till he was 43. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, come on, man, suck my dick, bro. Like this is my dream. This is my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't tell you bag my groceries at the fucking grocery store, you fucking bum. You feel me? And
Right.
that
Yeah.
shit, they don't even
Exactly.
do that no more. Look, they don't even have a job no more. Cause guess what? The people that's bringing you up, they bagging your shit. Next thing you know, they gonna have AI doing their shit. So guess what? Boring ass job. Feel me? I'm
Yeah.
just saying, bro. Like I was meant to live and die in the ring, bro. Like it's my choice. Some people don't have a
Mhm.
choice in the matter of what the fuck they do for a living. Think about it. I got friends right now who I graduated with. They got master's degrees and shit. And they're not even in the field of work that they went to college and spent all that time and money on. That's
Mhm.
fucking stupid. That's stupid. I opted out of college real quick when I figured, man, wrestling was hard though. In high school, I was a man amongst little kids. I'm talking about 3, 4 year olds. I was just kicking them in the stomach. Pow, get out of here. Feel me? I got to college. College was a different monster. I mean, it was hard. It was hard. Not even, and I'm not even talking about tournaments. I'm talking about the wrestling room, the training partners. Everybody's from all over the place. You know, I had already got a dose of that. You feel me? But not at that level yet, man. But that right there, college. I graduated 02 in June. By August, I'm in college. Literally, when I'm talking about culture shock. I had never left New Orleans. Dude, I'm in fucking Kansas. Oh my God. When I say everything about it was hard, but it prepared me. That was what, 02 to 03, because I left early. Plus, I was already a professional fighter. They didn't know. So my eligibility wasn't even good. But I got to go on a scholarship. I got to go get some learning in. Made the fucking honor roll first time in my entire life. Never made it in elementary, middle school, high school, never. Fucking never. If you would have bet your fucking life savings that I would have made the honor roll in college my first semester, man, just like everybody was betting against me on my last fight, I was like 500 to 1 underdog. Everybody lost their fucking house. The baby mamas are pissed off right now because they're not getting no child support because all that money gone. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you, Mel. You welcome, Mel. That's what the fuck y'all get. Never bet against me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. At the end of the day, look, let me check this out. I am a fucking traveler. Like the world is my playground, bro. I do what I want when I want. You know what I'm saying? Even right now at my job, I'm a welder and pipe fitter. Dude, when we ain't got shit going on, I'm building shit. I'm about to give you a glance at the shit that I be building while I'm at work. No bullshit. You can't make this up. I gotta show you this now that I'm talking about it. Because like I have a regular job. I am a regular person now. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh man, you should kick his ass. I'm retired. I can't do that. I'm retired. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you the shit that I do while I'm at work. You turn some lights on, you know what I'm saying? Well, check this out. This is the shit I be doing. You're gonna laugh. While I'm at work. Look at that shit.
Nice. Is that like a little axe? There we go.
Nice. Dude, you don't know, bro. You have no idea, bro. Look, here's one. This one here, I call it the double down. Look, 2-sided. That's one. Hold up, bro. Look, I'm taking you into my world, giving you a show of my private stash. I love it. I have designed and crafted all these with these hands right here. Watch. Here's another.
That's awesome.
Check it out. Another design.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. When I say awesome, I'm a fucking gladiator, look, when I say I'm a gladiator and I'm fighting to the death, I am not lying. Look, hold up. Check it out. Here's another. Look, this one got the hammer on the back. You know what I'm saying? And it got a butt. It gets better. You know what I'm saying? You gonna like these. I got the little one, the middle son, and then I got the older brother. So this is baby boy, right? Okay.
That's awesome, man.
It was 3 brothers. Me and my 2 brothers originally. I'm the middle. So this would be me. Right? Okay. And this would be my older brother. You know what I'm saying? He's the chef. He's the cook. Look.
Okay. Nice.
All right. That's just a few. Oh no, I passed right up on these. These are my throwing babies. I got these 2 right here. Look, I got 2 right here. Boom. These are one side. You throw these, right?
Nice.
And then I got another set to go right next to that. These have got a longer shaft. Look, bro.
Those are awesome.
I am ready and prepared for whatever. Now, when you think it's over, like, oh shit, Mel, cool. This is all my stuff. This is what I started on before the act. These are my Shaka Zulu spears. Like, you ever seen Shaka Zulu?
I remember that movie. I saw it when I was a kid. Yeah.
All right. So check it out. This is my spear game. I got spears everywhere.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome, man.
See what I'm saying? So that's the stuff that I'm into, bro. Like,
I may have to send you a bill for an autographed axe.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Just for you, you ain't gotta build shit. I'm gonna sign you one, and I'm gonna have it delivered to you so you can have it in your background. I got you. I'm gonna make.
Hell yeah, man.
look, I'm not even gonna give you any of mine. I'm gonna make you your own set. I'm gonna make you a set. And then look, instead of autographing them with a marker, I'm gonna take my welding tool that I learned with, and my boss taught me how to assign with the welding thing, so it's gonna be engraved in it. Bro, I got you.
Dude.
So
Oh, that'd be
but see
so
what I'm
awesome.
saying?
I'll
Like,
hang it right there.
but see what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna get. It's gonna be two of them because you're gonna have to have two so you can put on the wall. I may even make three
Yeah.
because three my number. So I'm gonna
There
have
we
to
go.
send you three. So you got one straight up and the other two crossing. But I'm telling you, man, like I'm at work. You know, when we don't have a big job, or well, we have big jobs. Well, things get moved around because the guy I work with, my boss, he's the smartest motherfucker in the room. And when the owner moved me from sweeping floors and picking up dirt and shit every day, he said, I'm gonna put you with my best guy so that at some point you can make some fucking money. That's exactly how Mr. Larry said. He's an old little Italian guy, and he played rugby and shit. And I'm talking about one of the toughest old men I have met, but has the biggest heart. Well, he put me with Robbie. Man, Robbie, we didn't like each other at first. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker lazy, like, and he just thought that I was just some normal everyday Joe. And when the guy started coming and realizing who I was, he kind of insulted me. He was like, "How are you famous? If you're famous, then like, why are you catching Rod's work?" Now, what people don't know is I'm on parole. I can't just be caught driving, you know what I'm saying, without my shit being right, right? Nobody's business. Now it is. The whole world knows. I don't give a fuck. Well, anyways, you're not about to look at me, Melvin Guillard, like I'm some fucking peasant. I'm nobody's peasant, you know what I'm saying? I'm the baddest motherfucker in the room, you know what I'm saying? I'm that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I am a walking highlight reel, bro. I have put my time in. Well, this is a whole new world of me, but it's a world that I want to be in. But this motherfucker, he's me put in that world. He's fucking the shit, right? Well, now when we ain't got shit to do because we get our shit done, and now instead of me being just a helper, I gave myself a title a few weeks ago. Nigga, I'm a fucking master helper. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Nice.
laying shit. Look, dude, I'm literally I'm about to get a raise in like 2 weeks. I am literally laying shit out on my own. I'm tacking things like I need to. He just get to sit on his stool a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he went and gave the owner a recommendation for me last week. And now I'm up for my raise. So and they don't give little raises. Like, you know, like normal people with boring jobs, they get like, oh, we're gonna give you $1. So man, this man give you up to fucking $10 as a raise.
Hell yeah.
Robbie got a whole
Hell yeah,
$5
dude.
raise. You know what I'm saying? All right. So see what I'm saying? So before
Yeah.
people can judge me and talk shit, even in my domestic life of being a normal citizen, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always be a warrior. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the equal, I'm like equalizer, you know what I'm saying? I got a normal job at fucking Home Depot, but yet you act up, I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. Feel me? And
Exactly.
but now my fucking boss, he fucking loves me, man. He was actually at my last fight that I had a few weeks ago. Him and his wife
Oh
showed
yeah.
up, and I didn't even know he was coming. I didn't know he was coming. I had a table for the company as part of the sponsorship deal, and actually some people showed up, and it was in Lake Charles, so it was like 3.5 hours away. They all came out, and when my boss showed up, you know, when we first met, all he wanted to talk about was my losses. So I called him out on it. I said, bro, why every time you fucking talk to me, you want to talk to me about a fight I lost? I said, you don't know how many fights I've won. Have you looked at any of those? I said, you finding fights I lost that I forgot about. Fuck, I forgot about wins. But the
Right.
fact that you're digging that deep to see a loss tells me you dysfunctional motherfucker. Like, he's the most grumpiest guy. You know, now he's cool with me now, but like, he's the most miserable motherfucker on the planet, really. And nobody in the shop really likes him. He don't have no friends. I'm his only friend now. Can you believe that shit? I can, because like I told him, to be able to deal with him every day, day to day, because he is the best person in there to train me. Because I don't want to go train with that's like me going to a fucking gym and I'm gonna go train with the amateurs. I want to be with
Right.
the pros. The dude's a pro, but he's the most disgruntled motherfucker I've ever met in my life. But I'm now bringing joy to his life because I'm the motherfucker coming in smiling. After he saw me get that 24-second knockout, oh, dude, he been praising me. You know what I'm saying? Like I had just a
That's
piece.
great.
I had a piece of the refrigerator. Now I got half the refrigerator. I got half the fridge.
That's
I
nice.
didn't got next. I'm gonna get the whole half of the freezer. I'm serious, man. Like, you think I'm saying? Hey, man, let me tell
I
you something.
believe you.
There is a fucking method to my madness, bro. If I'm gonna do something, I am going to excel and be great at it. Right now,
Yeah.
I am in a position to where in this company, and the biggest company in North America, to where I'm gonna be able to really make some really good money in my domestic life. Now, I'm a domestic, like, I'm a wild animal, but in this phase of my life, at 42, I'm wiser. I'm a lot more intelligent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can be a smart ass, but not everybody can be intelligent. Bro,
Right.
I am a fucking extremely intelligent fighter. When it comes to fighting, I got an encyclopedia up here. Like, I see shit before it happens. Everything slows down. It's like the Matrix, whatever you want to call it. More like, Equalizer, you know what I'm saying? Walk in the room about to kill all 8 of these motherfuckers, that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
When he first moved me with that guy, I was nervous. Then he was all down my fucking throat because I think he was expecting me to not succeed. Mind you, I am number 10 as far as helpers. I am his 10th helper. The guys around him who fucking praises me as a fighter, they told me, bro, you're the first guy to last this long. Nobody lasts with him. He's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? At first, the dude, he honestly wasn't even training me. I was learning by watching. Feel me? He didn't think that highly of me, but I learned by watching. Before I knew a martial art in a fucking gym, I was watching fucking Last Dragon, fucking Into the Dragon. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on all that shit. Mark for Death, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Bloodsport, my shit. I learned how to fight by watching movies, right? So I learned how to fucking tack and weld by watching them. I'm not like I got one certification now, but when I first started, I didn't have no certification. I had never did it. I had never touched a fucking TIG rig, bro. Now I'm fabricating axes. I built me a fucking money box for when my UFC settlement money gets here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of the, like, people were talking shit about me, but guess what? I am one of the fighters that's up there as far as getting paid. You know why? Because I was that motherfucker that never said no to a fight. I was that motherfucker day in and day out getting fights in. Even if I was losing, I was getting bonuses, right? So now I'm retired, I'm done fighting, and I still just cashed out on the ass. So who the fuck winning? This guy right here. I'm a fucking winner, bro. Now, I don't care. I don't care how you win. I don't care how grimy it is. I don't care how hard it is. A fucking win is a win. A loss is a loss. Right?
Yeah.
I'm fucking winning, bro. Bro. And look, we got our own little cubby hole at work, right? Bro, I am the only motherfucker. This is a big company. I am the only motherfucker, and I am not lying. I'll FaceTime you at work tomorrow. I am the only motherfucker that's building axes and money boxes. And like, I got all this shit. It's like a fucking playground. I just get to go in the scrap bin and just take out what I want, right? I'm the only motherfucker in that whole entire company that has time. The owner seen me work on my shit. My boss, the big boss, the superintendent, Mr. Brian, we don't get along, but he don't even tell me nothing. He yelled at me one time and I told him, please don't. And with a calm voice, please don't. I think that scared him more, right? Robbie, who now we're good friends and he's my boss. I got 4 bosses over me. And Robbie, I work with day to day, day in, day out. Man, all my boss, we're the 2 guys that he get all the sophisticated shit, the shit that you got to think, right? So I'm his helper. I'm just right there. Well, while he's explaining shit to them, I'm over here fucking making axes and doing shit. And the owners and the people that's getting shit built for them are coming in. I've had people from Shell, Shell Oil Company, they came in. Oh man, that's pretty fucking cool. I'm not even supposed to be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's telling Melvin Guillard that he can't do shit. You're not gonna tell me what I can't do, right? Exactly, bro. So at the end of the day, just like in the UFC, I was in a pack. The lightweight division was a fucking stacked house. That was probably the hardest division in the entire UFC for X amount of years. Probably like I'm shit. When they brought it back, when they brought 55 back, all the way up, and I'm gonna say even after I left in 17, it still was hard, still was tough, still one of the toughest. But when I was in that bitch, it was the toughest. It was the hardest weight class in the whole entire division, right? Everybody in that bitch is a shark. Nobody was a guppy. Nobody was a fucking bait fish. Nobody was a fucking octopus. None of that shit. Well, I can't say that today. But with that being said, I'm used to running with the motherfucking sharks, with the killer fish. Like, nah, I'm not no bait fish. I mean, fuck, if that's the case, I'm gonna be the baddest fucking sea creature in the ocean right now. And I think that's the orc. The orca, man, look, they killing great whites, eating the fucking liver and leaving the corpse. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing to motherfuckers. I'm just leaving the corpse
There
behind.
you
I'm gonna look, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna eat your ear. I'm gonna leave the rest of you. You know what I'm saying? Just let it decapitate. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck?
go. That's awesome,
Fuck,
Melvin.
man.
All right,
But I
we've
got you.
covered.
I'm working on this shit.
Okay, I believe you, dude. If you want to do that, it would be a huge honor, and I'm
Man,
not joking. I'll
I'm telling
display
you,
them
I'm gonna
right
do it.
here.
Cause
They're
look,
right there. Is where
everybody
they're
that's
going.
watching this show, is gonna be like, damn, Mel really did that shit. I'm gonna make you some custom actions, and
I
they gonna
love
have
it, dude.
Melvin, the YA, them bitches. They gonna have my official signature on them bitches.
I love it.
And then guess what? Hey, early in my career, what people don't know, I'm gonna say, when I fought freaking Josh
Mhm.
Neer at fucking Hard Rock, I walk out the ring, this fucking guy out of nowhere. Hey man, can I get your jock strap? I look, I'm like, what? I just lost, but I got blood all over me. I done busted him. What? He's like, can I get your jock strap? My sweaty nut. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I'll give you 5,000 for it right now. I said, shit, you got me fucked. You gone. I wasn't making that. I wasn't even making that in the UFC yet. I said, yeah, hell yeah. Took off my sweaty jock strap. Hold up. I signed it. This was my first time. You know how, as a black man, I'm gonna say, this was my first nigga I made it moment. That was it right there. I signed my sweaty nut fucking cup, right? And the guy said, man, look, just so you know, I'm not fucking, hold on, it sounds crazy. The guy told me, he said, just so you know, I'm not fucking around. I'm going to resell this on eBay. This is after we made the deal. He gave me the money. He had my nuts in his hand, right? He said, I am going to sell this on eBay and I'm going to make more than that $5 grand. I said, man, you got to be fucking kidding me, bro. I said, you tripping. That man put that shit on eBay. I tracked it. I'm tracking it. Man, it about 3 months went by, nothing. The money line ain't even moving.
Mhm.
About a year and a half into it, now I'm fighting a lot. I'm gaining ground. I'm gaining like
Mhm.
fucking fame or whatever you want to call it. You know, people loving me now because they didn't know who I was in. Bro, this fucking man sold that fucking nut cup for $8,000.
Wow.
$8,000. Look, the man he sold it to. The man he sold it to, Mr. Norm. His name, we call him Mr. Norm. His name's Norm. He lives in the UK. Of all places, the UK is my spot. This man got a fucking man cave in the UK, but not only me, but other fighters too. But he has a shrine, and I don't know. I never like knew the man, but he had a set of gloves I signed. He had a pair of bloody shorts that I had wore for a fight. He had my Ultimate Fighter green jersey signed. He had a 8x10 of me signed. He had two 8x10s. Like, because I had switched the
Wow.
pictures. So that means this man was probably coming to the UFC expos and he was just getting signatures. Well, he had all that shit with my sweaty nut cup framed on his wall, bro. And I swear to God on my daddy, I was like, damn, this man that hung my sweaty nuts on his wall. I have fucking made it.
Big time.
I'm just saying. The only thing top the sweaty nut cup, the only fucking thing top that is that I'm on a fucking video game. You know, growing up, you always
Right.
can you make your character? I used to always make my character, and he looked just like Kevin Randleman because I was rocking the blonde hair, and that was when I was playing Dreamcast and PlayStation 1. Dude,
Mhm.
the moment I made it to fucking Undisputed 3, nobody can tell me shit. You know why? Because in the UFC, let me put some facts on that. In the UFC, you got a bunch of fucking killers. When
Mhm.
the boss come to you, Dana White, and say, hey kid, I'm putting you on a video game, I fucking made it again. I'm just leveling up
Mhm.
like a motherfucker. Really? Man,
Yeah.
I was ecstatic. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. You fucking with me, right? He's like, nah, you're gonna be on the video game. We need you to come so we can get you fitted for the game. I was like, hell yeah, boy. EA Sports, they did their thing. I was in that bitch in a bodysuit. I'm like, I'm stretched out. I got fucking little things all over me. Bro, when that game
Right.
came out, man, you can't tell me shit. Nobody, look, then on the game, just the game, on the game, I got motherfuckers calling my phone from overseas. I'm like, how the fuck they get my number? People are convinced that the game is rigged because Melvin's beating everybody. I said, you gotta be fucked up. So I go, hold up. I ain't even got the game yet. So I go get the game, right? I didn't visit yet. I'll tell you that in a second. So I'm at home. I bust out the game. I start playing it. I was even convinced that the game was cheating. I'm like, God damn, they just let me kick everybody's ass. But hold on. It fucks me up. It made our strengths to our strengths. Well, I was always the guy that the Achilles heel was the submission game, right? All right. Styles make matches. Well, that video game definitely put that shit in perspective. So if you put me in the ring against a Kenny Florian or a fucking BJ Penn, guys that are got high level jiu-jitsu, right? they'll let me get up early in the fight. If I hit the ground, they'll let me. I'm talking about I'm mashing buttons. I get up, bam. When the fucking assholes take me down the second time, I can't get up. Next thing you know, it goes in slow motion. I get submitted. I'm like, motherfucker. Hey, when that shit happened though, I fucking got on the fucking social media. I said, hey man, I'm gonna show y'all how to beat me. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how to beat me. You got to get a submission guy, and you got to get at least 2 takedowns. You get the second takedown, I ain't getting up. You're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Man, when people started playing the game still, they started hitting me up again on social media. They're like, bro, dude, you're so fucking right. We found a way to beat Melvin Guillard. I said, no, you didn't find shit. I told you how to beat me, asshole. You can't take
man.
credit. You can't take credit for something I went and found. You know what I'm saying? I went and found how to beat myself on a video game.
Right.
Because
That's
my
awesome.
fucking nephews, my little nephews at the time, they were kids. They told me, oh, you can't use you. That ain't fair. The coolest part about that story is I'm playing a video game with me on it with my nephews, right? So it's like, cool. All right, I ain't gonna get me. I'm gonna get somebody else. I get Anderson. Tell me why them little shitbags get me. I can't get me, but you can get me. Well, yeah, you our uncle. You sitting right here, but you can't play with yourself, but we can because you our favorite fighter. I'm like, all right. I said, all right, I'm gonna let y'all have that. I'm y'all favorite. You sure? Yeah. Then it comes out later. Well, I kind of like Henderson too, but I'm like, whatever.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man, life is good, man. Life is good, bro.
We've covered growing up. We've covered early career. We've covered UFC, World Series of Fighting, Bellator, bare knuckle, your retirement fight, what you have going on in life nowadays. The only part
Yeah.
we haven't talked about is the main reason I do these interviews. We all go through problems in life. We all have struggles. I was hoping that you could maybe share a time in your life where you felt broken or maybe like giving up or you were at rock bottom, what that was and how you got through it.
Man, I think for me personally, it had to start with my dad. And that was right as I got into the UFC. But before I jump into that, man, I'd rather just say that shit for another day. So you gotta watch. They gonna have to watch part 3 to get that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Nice.
if I jump into that right now, we'll be this motherfucker for another 2 hours. But I think
Right.
part 3, look, three my number. I'm born March 30th, 1983. 3/30/83. 3 has always been my number. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
born on a third,
So
man.
we're gonna say my best friend was on the 3rd of March. We're gonna save the best, the I'm gonna say the best of the worst, you know what I'm saying? For
Okay.
for session 3, because I think the fans can wait another week. They can wait till next week, you
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Shit, I used to have to wait a week, you know what I'm saying? So they lucky I
Yeah.
don't make them wait a month. Nah,
Don't make me wait a month, man. I want to hear it.
I wouldn't do that. You want me to save part 3 for when I have your axes delivered? Because that shit could take a minute.
No.
Nah, I got you.
We'll do
I got you.
we'll do a
Hey,
round
hey,
4 when the axes show up.
yeah, we will. You'll have those actions within 2 weeks, bro. I promise you that.
No worries, man. No worries. Melvin, I hope you have a great rest of your night, man. I appreciate you showing up for round 2. I can't wait for round 3.
Hey,
It's awesome to talk to you,
round
man. I
three,
feel like I've known you forever.
gonna be a fucking doozy. Make sure y'all
I
tune in. I
believe
know y'all want to hear all the bad shit. Hey, if they want to hear all the great shit, for all the asshole fans out there that wasn't really my fan, but they were a piece of shit, y'all gonna love part 3 because y'all gonna get to hear all the bullshit, all the bad shit, and I'm still gonna be like smiling and saying
it.
"fuck you" at the same time.
That's right, man. Much love, Melvin. I'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your night, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Later.
Take care.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
That was awesome and a lot of fun. And I'm not going to lie, it went way further than I expected it to at times. I had a lot of fun doing that. Hope you guys check back in next week. for the last part, part 3 with Melvin. Feel free to drop by Just Blaze Clothing and pick you up a shirt. Chop by HKA if you're a fighter and you need any kind of gear. Hit HKA up. Nick Sampson, he's an amazing person. Thank you for following the show, and I'll see you next time, guys.